Hey guys, my name is Jay Iris. I'm with Student Ministry and I am an expert on getting new stuff, especially clothes. And I can't really help it. I like to look good. What's up, guys? This is my closet. Okay, we got pants here, silk shirt collection. Can't forget the jackets. Got all the jackets. Getting new stuff is fun, but you know what the worst part is? It's washing them. How come the new thing gets old so fast? Let's find out.
You know that feeling when you discover something new? You put your music on shuffle and a song you've never heard before comes on. It's so good, you get a chill up your spine. And as soon as it ends, you turn it on again and again and again. When you're stuck in a routine, life can start to feel dark or colorless. When something new comes along, it's like a flash of light in the dark. At first, a new trend, a new TV show, or a new song on the radio feels like a burst of excitement. But then, it fizzles out. New songs get annoying. New TV shows become boring. New trends stop being cool. Something that was new and exciting loses its shine, so we throw it out. We become addicted to looking for the next new thing, and behind us, we leave a wasteland of things that we threw out when they got old. In the Bible, Isaiah talks about how God does new things too, but God's new things are not like our new things. Isaiah 43:19 says, "For I am about to do something new. See, I've already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland." When God does a new thing, it's not a trinket or a trend that replaces the last thing. It's not just a flash in the dark or a sparkler that fizzles out. Instead, it's like stepping out of a cave and into the daylight. The whole world is bright and vibrant, and it never dims. God's new thing is a total refresh of the wasteland in our lives. That sounds pretty good, right? It should be easy to say yes to that. But here's the thing. Sometimes we get so distracted by our little flashes of light that we actually forget we're in the dark. It's good to look forward to the exciting new things in life, but when they let us down, we have to remember where real light comes from. In this verse, God's asking his people to open their eyes and see that they have a choice. They can put down their sparklers and step out of the dark into the lasting light of what he has for them. Actually, we all have that choice. You have that choice. When you say yes to a relationship with God, you're choosing to step out of the cave and into the light. You're asking God to come into the wasteland and bring new light. But that's not a one-time choice. See, God is always doing a new thing, and you can keep saying yes to it. You can choose to step out of bad habits, old mindsets, or bitter feelings into the new thing that God has for you every single day. Look around at your life. What wasteland are you standing in? What do you want to step out of so that you can step into the new thing God has for you?
Chuck, hey.
It's
Thanks
good
for
to
being
see
here.
you. Yeah, it's
Yes,
good to
you
be
too.
here. We have matching shirts on. This
Right?
is awesome.
It's great. We are talking with students about what does it mean when you step into something new that God has for you?
The thing that I keep thinking about is this. When you step into something new, you should feel really excited because it means God has more for you. And I think for us, we have to realize God is interested in the same thing. He's not so much interested in our comfort. I wish he was. I wish God was more interested
Right?
in my comfort. I wish he was as interested in my
come on.
comfort as I am.
Right.
But he's not, right?
Thank goodness. yeah.
Exactly. For my sake, thank goodness, because he
Yeah.
is into more. So I think if you're leaning into the new, a couple pieces of advice and things I try to think about is number one, expect uncomfortability. The other thing is lean into what is familiar. Hopefully, if you're in a new place, you have people who you can lean into who knew you before and are encouraging you in the new. The other thing I would say is be okay stretching your skills. Be okay testing yourself. trying new things. The last thing that you need to do is go into something new with an old mindset. The best thing you could do is go into something new with a new mindset, you know? So if you were like the person who never engaged first in relationships, do it differently as you step into the new. So I would say, again, if you're leaning into the new, give yourself grace, expect it to be uncomfortable, lean into what is comfortable, hopefully people around you who can kind of be good gauges of how to encourage you and keep you from being discouraged. And man, new thing, new mindset. Lean into what's new and try something different.
My name's Jacob. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Florence, Kentucky. My mom always told me when I was like in 8th grade, right before I started high school, she was like, you have a runner's build, you should run. And I was like, no, I don't know. It doesn't sound fun, like just running. The coach came into my English class one morning and was like, hey, we need people for the track team. And I was like, you know what, I'll step out of my comfort zone and I'll do it. And it was the best decision I made. I've made so many friends out of it. God has brought all these people into my life for a reason. And the friends I have now, I don't think I would have those people unless I went into track, and I think he did that for a reason. I think people are sometimes scared or anxious to start new things that they have a passion for because they're not sure if they can get it done. A lot of people have ideas that they want to put into reality, but they don't want to do it because they're scared to take that first step. I had a lot of things happen to me during my high school career, my sophomore year, my sister passed away, and I think for me, I wanted to keep all that emotion in, but I could tell God was telling me, you gotta let that go because that's the only thing holding you back from moving on and pushing your life into a new direction that he has for me. And by doing that and being vulnerable with my mom and my dad and people around me who cared for me, I believe that doing that helped me step into a new relationship with God and helped me push farther on the path he has for me. One thing I was taught was patience. And I think that God teaches us things through circumstances in our life for the better. And even though in the end it was sad and it happened, but I believe God wants us to move forward with the things that were good that got out of it, not the negative. In my life, God's given me opportunities to do new things, and although it may be nervous and I may get nervous and may get anxious about it, as soon as I take that step, God has something great for me, and it's always turned out good in the end.
One, two, three, four. There's a place where none compares to, full of life and beyond all measures, where even doubts find reckoning, even the deaf hear freedom ring. If it's all found at your feet, then we're laying it all down. We'll follow you, Jesus, wherever you lead us. We'll follow you, Jesus, wherever you lead us. Oh, whatever it costs, whatever may come, hold fast till the breakthrough's won. Whoa, whoa. We're laying it all down. You're the fortress that none compares to. You're the hope that anchors our truth. At your word, the oceans find peace. At your name, every demon flees. If it's all found at your feet, then we're laying it all down. We'll follow you, Jesus, wherever you lead us. We'll follow you, Jesus, wherever you lead us. Whatever it costs, whatever may come, hold fast till the breakthrough's won. Whoa, whoa. We're Yes, you make me new. You are making me new. Oh, you make me new. You are making me new. Whatever it costs, whatever it costs, whatever it costs, whatever may come, whatever it costs, whatever may come, hold fast till the breakthrough's won. Whoa, whoa, we're laying it all down.
God has this process that he uses to make something new out of your life. First, maybe you're caught in a routine or going through something difficult. Your only job within that is to recognize, what do I need to step out of, and what is God calling me to step into? Second, you take that step. That song is about following Jesus. His promise is, if you take a step, I'll make something completely new in your life. Does it mean the new thing is going to make your life perfect? No, but what it does mean is that you're okay with God taking care of tomorrow for you. There's a choice though. Are you going to take the step? What are you stepping out of? And what's the step you know you're supposed to take into something new?